The Democratic Republic of the Congo's top diplomat, Therese Wagner, who serves as both State Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, has called for international accountability in addressing the country's ongoing conflict. Speaking on the crisis, she emphasized that this is not a DRC-specific crisis, rather highlighting the need for global action to resolve the solution. Mamadi Baro tells us more.
The Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, is grappling with one of the most complex humanitarian crises in the world. Decades of conflict between the Congolese armed forces and various non-state armed groups, widespread humanitarian violations, and devastating incidents of gender-based violence have left the nation in turmoil. The ongoing crisis has displaced over 7 million people internally and forced more than 1 million to seek asylum in the neighboring countries. During a press encounter at the UN headquarters, the DRC's State Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Therese Wagner, raised concerns about the escalating violence and its impact on peacekeeping efforts.
What I say to troop contributing countries, and this is very important because Rwanda itself is one of the UN's largest troop contributing countries, is that this crisis is not a DRC-specific crisis. This should compel all troop contributing countries to engage in a robust conversations with the United Nations, with DPKO, on what it means to be a troop contributing countries. How is it permissible that a country, one of the largest troop contributing countries, gets away with killing peacekeepers? With killing peacekeepers as peacekeepers from South Africa, Malawi, Uruguay were killed in less than 24 hours. To answer first the question of our assessment of the security situation, it is a tense situation. We are following and monitoring it closely. We are grateful for the support and the resilience of our own armed forces, but also the presence and the support of MONUSCO troops as well as SADC troops. I will not delve into speculations. I am confident in the resolve of all involved forces to uphold the territorial integrity of the DRC and, most importantly, to protect the civilian lives which are at stake right now.
Wagner reflected on the deteriorating security dynamics in the DRC, particularly in the eastern provinces. She reaffirmed her country's commitment to holding international community accountable for its role in addressing the crisis.
Now, when it comes to sanctions and to the absence thereof, more importantly, of course we're disappointed. Of course we are disappointed because as an African country, how often is it that we have to listen to the lessons, that we have to listen to what we ought to be doing, the rules we are to be following, and at the same time find ourselves in this edifice and see that the rules that we all consider to be holy, to be precious, are being violated with such impunity. So there is, of course, a level of frustration, but frustration does not mean resignation. And we will always remind the international community of its responsibility, in particular, the United Nations Security Council.
In 2024, a resurgence of fighting led to mass casualties and the displacement of over 738,000 people between January and March. The eastern provinces, including North Kivu, South Kivu, and Ituri, have been the hardest hit by the violence. Armed clashes in these regions have forced countless individuals to flee their homes, including to areas with limited humanitarian access, compounding the already dire situation. The minister's remarks underscored the urgency for international intervention and a united global efforts to address the worsening crisis in the DRC, ensuring both accountability and the protection of vulnerable population. Reporting for Eyeafrica News,